Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next installment in the Art of Clan War series. Greetings, my clashing comrades, and thank you so much for joining me here once again. My name is Magnus, and today we will be continuing our coverage of Town Hall 6 Raid Attack Strategies. As we know, when it comes to raiding, loot is the most important thing, and no troop agrees with that more than the ever-greedy Goblins. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the Goblins themselves, their strengths and weaknesses, and some strategies for using them. Now, as we can see, Goblins are the only troop in the game whose favorite target is resources. Not only that, but they also deal double damage to resource buildings, which means that Goblins can tear through them faster than anyone else. These advantages come at the cost of hit points, as Goblins are only a few hit points higher than archers and have about half as many as the average barbarian. Goblins are also fast, with speed matched only by the minion, so they will be the first to rush a base and take fire if you do not have anything to tank for them. There are several different army compositions that you can use which focuses on Goblins. Goblins by themselves are very hit or miss and depends on how exposed the resources are. If you are raiding with all Goblins, you will want to make sure that you only hit full collector bases and don't dump all your Goblins in the same spot. Splash damage is your worst enemy, as even lower level mortars and wizard towers can one-shot most Goblins. Spread your units around the base, and always save some for later to pick up any remaining loot. So, getting into the multi-troop armies, there are some troops that work better than others with Goblins. Weaker DPS units like archers and wizards don't tend to do that well, so you're almost better to just take all Goblins in that case. Tankier units like barbarians and defensive targeting units like giants and balloons tend to work better. Goblins and barbarians is a great combo, as the barbs can tank a good amount of damage while helping the Goblins with the collectors. You will want to make sure that you sprinkle a few barbarians in. Once the way is clear, send in a few more barbarians followed by a strong line of Goblins. The Goblins will rush in and take out the collectors, then move on to the next one. This is where you will see them start to bunch up as they move along the edge of the base. Make sure to sprinkle in some more barbarians ahead of the Goblins to distract some more of the defenses. Goblins and Giants is one of the best combinations to use in my opinion. Though more expensive, the Giants will be able to soak up much more damage and keep the Goblins going. This is also a good way to use Goblins to get inside a base. You send in your Giants with some wall breakers, then send in the Goblins behind them. The Giants will keep the Goblins moving and looting, while even taking down a few of the defenses as well. Goblins and Balloons is another tactic that can work very well, but usually requires the use of spells, and takes a lot longer to train. The most important thing to take down are the wizard towers guarding any good loot. For this, you will want to send in your Balloons to take out as many defenses as possible before you send in your Goblins. This will clear the way and help them get as much loot as possible. Using Goblins together with a Barch or a Garch is another great way to employ Goblins, as it is in itself a type of hybrid attack. You'll want to execute the first phase like a normal attack, only followed up with Goblins to grab up all the loot. If you are not familiar with the Barch or the Garch attack, you can find links to our tutorials on those attacks in the description down below, and I highly recommend that you go back and watch them if you haven't already, because it will give you a good foundation in order to use Goblins to their fullest potential. Another thing to consider with Goblins goes back to their favorite target. Now that the Town Hall and Clan Castle are both classified as resource buildings, Goblins will target them if they are the nearest resource building, and still do double damage to them. Which, considering that they are two of the biggest hit point buildings in a village, can certainly go a long way. An interesting side note, because they do so much DPS to a Town Hall, at higher levels like Town Hall 8 for example, 5 Goblins will do more damage per second to a Town Hall than a P.E.K.K.A. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more Clash content. Let me know in the comments section how you like to use goblins. Once again, thank you so much for checking out the Art of Clan War, and until next time, comrades, thanks for watching.